Well, I was hoping it would never come to this, but got a bit of a shocking announcement here regarding the channel. Of course, if we want any of this to make any sense whatsoever, we're going to need to all take a little trip back in time. So let's hop in our time machine here and go back in time. So this is the fastest, easiest way to weld sheet metal together without warping it. This technique has been around since the very early days of flipping used cars, and it's changed very little, but it's something anybody can do. So I'm going to show you how it's done. Here we got two sections of metal. This is a 1953 Chevy truck cowl, and what I've done here is I just kind of cleaned off the very bare minimum of material, so it's kind of, the welding area is clean, and then I set this over here with a good healthy overlap. So it's about 3/4 of an inch overlapping, which is what you want. You can do as much as you like. If there's a big rust hole, you don't have to cut it out. You just put it right over top of it and just go to town. So we got this fitting up very nice here all the way throughout. I'll show you the next step. Now this is all going to happen pretty fast, so you got to pay attention here. Oh, I apologize for the sound of the welder in the background, but we got to have the welder fired up first because this is all going to happen real fast and we won't have time to run over and turn it on. So I've got my filler set up now. Typically when you're doing rust repair or any kind of sheet metal panel repair on a car body, you mix your filler up after you do the welding and the grinding and whatever. But with the Louisiana lap weld technique, you actually mix up your filler first. So you want to use a real good quality type body filler. We're going to use the Bondo brand here. You can also use White Lightning or any of the traditional old type fillers if you can find a new old stock setup. But in this case, we're just using the old Bondo brand, tried and true, high quality stuff. Oh, jam a little hardener into there. And we're also going to add in our secret ingredient. I'm going to use the Louisiana style hot sauce. And just take this stuff and now it says right here on the container, the one drop does it. Now that only applies if you're using it on food. If you're using it on if you're using it for your autobody technique here, you want to add 3 or 4 or 18 drops. Make sure you got a decent amount in there. But you don't want to add more than the hardener, otherwise it'll never harden and you have a whole set of problems on your hands. So I'm gonna get this mixed up here. Make sure it's all mixed consistently. You don't want any of that hot sauce causing air pockets in your filler. Okay, I think that's good. Let's put this. And we got it. Let's put it aside here. Again, gotta work pretty fast here. Get the ground hooked up. Try to do this all in one take here. Running out of time, buddy. There, you get this. Here again, we got a very limited amount of time before our filler hardens up. We really got to hustle. Put a tack in here. Come on. Good enough. Okay, let's get it welded. I'll weld it real hot and good and fast and just layer it on there, glob it on there, it doesn't matter. Now take your claw hammer, kind of beat down any high spots. You got a nice indentation there. And then you want to take your Louisiana hot sauce again, and you want to quench that weld. Quench it good. Then you want to take your filler, real fat. Oh, Jesus, that stinks. Oh my God. That's hot. Just smear it on there. See how fast the filler hardens as soon as it touches that weld? That's what you want. So the chemicals in the hot sauce combined with the heat from the welding cause the filler to harden instantly, and you can just go straight to sanding. So you can see how you're saving yourself a whole pile of time on this, because there's no grinding, there's no waiting for welds to cool, there's no waiting for filler to dry and harden. You can just get it all done in one step. So just get this all sanded up here, and then we'll come back and look at the final product. And there's your completed Louisiana lap weld. Stay tuned to the channel for more time-saving trade secrets. So to commemorate this revolutionary autobody technique, we have immortalized it on a t-shirt, which is now available for purchase in the Carter Auto Restyling merchandise store. You too can own yourself a piece of autobody history with the Louisiana lap weld shirt. It says Louisiana lap weld on it, and there's a picture of the 77 Chevelle, which, controversial opinion time, the 77 Chevelle was the best Chevelle ever built. But wait, there's even more. For centuries now, archaeologists have been pondering over the mysteries of this Neolithic Bondo burial site. That is, until now. It was previously listed as a scheduled monument, but we've been invited here today by the Historical Society of Bad Bodywork to excavate the area and unlock its mysteries. And as usual, we've got just 3 days to find out. There's so much archaeology here, I don't even know where to begin. Over here we've got this large tear, which the experts tell me is Iron Age. And all throughout this edge here, you've got all kinds of mysterious earthworks and deviations in the surface. Well, look at that. And over here we've got the crater from an asteroid strike that the experts tell me happened over 2 million years ago. And although a lot of the Bondo has been robbed away by the Romans to repair their chariots, we can still see there's a lot of areas that have been untouched for centuries. What lies underneath? Well, we'll soon find out. Up here we have the remains of an ancient river system going through here. And again, there's all kinds of mysterious earthworks all throughout this panel. Some say these were caused by a ball-peen hammer wielded by a Viking warlord, but we may never know for sure. See this large swale here is possibly the remains of an ancient undiscovered seabed. And over here we have the very distinctive bite marks of a Hackosaurus rex, which was alive during the late Cretaceous period. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Now, most experts believe that This was all part of an ancient ritual where the people of Ardrossan would sacrifice a perfectly repairable body panel to appease the god of autobody, Earl Scheib. And they would do this by doing the worst repair possible, ensuring that the panel could never ever be used again or made into anything presentable. And I'd say that they certainly achieved that goal very effectively. It's just amazing to discover something like this that has actually survived the test of time. Now we're going to need to put in a trench to figure out exactly what's going on here. Unfortunately, this is a scheduled monument, so we're limited to the amount of trenches that we can actually put in. So to get around this, we're just going to put in one giant trench throughout the entire panel. It's day 3 of our dig here. So far, all we've managed to uncover is more bad bodywork and more questions than answers. That is, until moments ago, when I'm told that there's been an amazing discovery that could alter the course of history forever. Let's have a look. You know what this is? And just as I thought. That is a cracking good piece of archaeology right there. That's what that is. What we have here is a cigarette butt from the Ardrossan conquest of 1975, proving once and for all that our archaeologists were correct about the history of this monument. Do you get excited about discovering horrible old bodywork on your classic car? Well, now you can tell the world with your very own Carter Auto Restyling Autobody Archaeology t-shirt. Cats not included. Can you please stop helping? Just for a little bit, okay? Alan, please. Okay? Trying to show the people this fine shirt that they can wear. Alan, I'm trying to show them the shirt. Alan. Hey. Buddy. You're not helping. Does it smell good? Come on. It of course features a picture of our 1950 Chevy 1-ton, which is kind of a rolling museum of bad bodywork itself. We also have delicious home-style chicken truck stickers available in 2 different sizes. This is a smaller size and this is a larger size, in case you can't tell. It says on the website that the dimensions of this one is 3x3 and this is 4x4, but the actual diameter of the sticker itself is about, I think, 2 3/8 for this, and this is 2 5/8. And let me just give you a quick tutorial on how these work. So on the glass here, you can see we have a bunch of sanding scratches that were made by somebody who should never have been allowed to work on cars. And so we're gonna use our Carter Auto Restyling chicken truck stickers to conceal that. So this is a very simple procedure here. What we do is we take our chicken truck sticker and we simply peel it away from the backing, like so. And then we can take this sticker and we just apply it over top of our sanding scratches. This really is just that easy. You can see there's no more sanding scratches, at least, well, looks like we're gonna have to buy a few more chicken truck stickers to cover up this mess, but you get the idea. And there you go. So that was the big announcement. We have merchandise now. I have a lot of other stupid ideas for t-shirts and hats and stuff, but we're going to give this a try here and see how it goes. Nothing on the channel is going to change, but this is just a way that you can support the channel and get a little piece of memorabilia or whatever you want to call it. And it really does help me to continue working on these projects because lately things have been getting pretty expensive, and we got a lot of other stuff going on that are really it's really kind of difficult to make a go of this. So any help is greatly appreciated, but like I said, nothing else on the channel is going to change. We'll still be making videos, and we'll still be working on the chicken truck and all the other junkers as we see necessary. It was quite a hassle to get all this set up. I mentioned a couple weeks back that I was going with a different supplier, and it was just getting way too ridiculous trying to set up international shipping and all that stuff. So at the last minute I had to change to another supplier that Reen suggested to me a while back, and I should have just gone with that one in the first place. It was a lot simpler to set up, and I got my samples in, and the quality is actually better than the original supplier that I was trying to go with in the first place. So overall, a win-win there. We're going to give it a try, and hopefully everything works out okay. I've run a few tests and whatever, and so if you're interested in purchasing some of this fine crap, website is carterautorestyling.com. I'll also put a link in the description of this video where you can go and buy stuff if you would like. As far as I know, they ship internationally. It's all done through kind of a third party, so I'm not shipping from my location. It's kind of like a print on demand or whatever you want to call it. So it's just the only way that it works for me personally. Otherwise, I'm going to be handling merchandise full time, and that's not really what I want to do. I want to work on cars, and I think that's what you folks want to see as well. And don't worry, we have been working on the chicken truck, and I'm currently editing the next video for the chicken truck as we speak. There's a lot of big visual things happening on it that hopefully some of you will get a kick out of. But the downside to doing big visual things or really any work on this truck at the moment is it is very time consuming, and it's taken me a long time to put each video together. So again, that's where kind of the t-shirt thing does help me actually dedicate time to working on this. As well as I just wanted to give a huge thank you to everyone who has been supporting the channel on Patreon, as well as the people sending in all the super thanks and the people sending in donations via PayPal. We've also got some wonderful donations in the mail, which we'll be showing in the next episode. And if you're so inclined, we also now have channel memberships available on the YouTube platform. YouTube kind of forced my hand into turning that on, but it's available if you're interested. If not, don't worry about it, but just another way that you can kind of support this this disaster of a show that we got going on here. And I'm just very grateful that there's so many amazing people watching this show. So that pretty well wraps things up. Thank you everyone, and we'll be back hopefully later this week with an actual video on the chicken truck. This is just, like I said, a short announcement video. So yeah, thank you again, and I'll put a link in the description to where you can buy your stupid merchandise, and we'll give this a try. Hopefully it works out, and if it doesn't, well, I guess that's the way it goes. All right, take care.